Welcome to the Grief City podcast. I'm your host, Nuella, and this is another episode of Griefy Tips because a little support can go a long way.
Welcome to Grief City.
Here is today's Griefy tip. Don't be afraid to do things you used to do with your loved one. It might make you emotional, sure, but it might also make you feel close to them. Several months back, I was having a conversation online with someone about, they were desperate to start finding healing, but they were struggling. And I had recommended, try incorporating things that your parent enjoyed doing, or maybe even incorporating things that you guys did together that you enjoyed, because there can be healing that happens in those things, and they really pushed back on that because they were scared that they would get emotional and that they would it would just blow up in their face and make their grief that much worse. And I understand why someone would be hesitant to try to do things that maybe once brought them joy with their loved one, or something that brought their loved one joy in their lives. And I mean, I think that's really just ultimately rooted in you're too scared to process your grief and confront your grief. I think it's a given that you are going to feel emotional when you partake in these activities that you did with your loved one, or things that they enjoyed doing, especially if it's your first time doing those things. It's a given that you're going to feel emotional, and it's okay that you feel emotional. There's nothing wrong with that. So, for example, on my dad's first birthday, without him here, I decided that I wanted to go to a baseball game. My dad was an umpire. He lived and breathed baseball. He loved everything about it. And it was something that I did with him a lot as a child, whether it was professional baseball games or just my brother's baseball games. I was always at games with him. So I have a lot of fond memories with my dad and baseball. And, I was a little bit nervous getting to the stadium because I knew, okay, I'm probably going to feel emotional about this. And so we walked in the stadium, and I just right when you walk in the Nashville stadium, you just get this beautiful view of the whole field and all of the seats. It's a very big, open kind of stadium. And I cried. I just stood there for a moment and I cried a little bit. But I'm so glad I did it because I felt my dad really close that day. It's just hard to describe for me, but I just felt him near to me. And I love going back to baseball games and sporting events because I feel him so close. He loved doing those things. And so I feel him near to me when I am partaking in those kinds of activities. And I also just find them really healing. So, yeah, you're probably going to feel a bit emotional, especially if it's your first time going and doing those types of activities that your loved one enjoyed. But I don't think we should bar ourselves from trying those things out, because I think a lot of times we're just going to feel them close. And that's what we want more than anything else. I know I can't have my dad back, but I'm going to take every opportunity I can to feel him close.